Everybody say I'm a crazy man.
Hello, everyone. I gotta talk about this. Let's talk about this. So, for people who don't know, which you have to know, chances are you guys have to know. If you don't know, well, good for you, but oh my gosh, you should already know. There was like many things that we heard about from the Sony leak hacks. Like, for instance, one that I'm not going to talk about here is the fact of you had a team up with Zaro and Django, which I have no freaking idea how they're going to pull that off. I mean, Antonio Banderas, he's old as frick. So they're going to recast Zorro. I mean, for them to even do that, first they got to make another remake of Zorro. Again, you got to make another remake of Zorro. Then after you make a remake of Zorro, then you're going to have Django team up with Zorro. So it's like, you guys gonna already have to plan the whole idea of there's a new Zorro movie coming out before you even do the crossover. Because if you do the crossover, it's like, they saw Antonio Banderas, and he's not playing as Zorro. There's no freaking damn way and not enough makeup to make Antonio Banderas as young as he was when he actually did Mask of Zorro. And besides, he's not even doing any more action movies anymore. So it's like, you guys are going to have to make a brand new freaking movie for you to do that. Anyways, let's talk about the real thing. So with the Sony hacks happen, there was one weird oddball that everyone's like, no fucking way. Sony's not that crazy to do this. Sony is not that crazy. But of course, then you look at Spider-Man 3, you look at Amazing Spider-Man 2, but Amazing Spider-Man 2 can get a pass. But still, you look at all those movies and you're like, oh, they would do it. Not only that, but just the crazy part of what they were going to do with Spider-Man after the whole Spider-Man 2 thing. Amazing Spider-Man 2 thing. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. They had a lot of crap planned. Oh boy, they didn't know what they were doing. But still, what's even worse is the fact that Sony decided to make a team up between Men in Black and Jump Street. So, at first, we all thought it was a freaking joke. We all laughed at that and say, you can't be serious. They're not doing that. Come on, guys. That most likely they intercepted a freaking email that was like, oh, let's joke, man. Let's joke about things that we could actually do, but we'll never actually be stupid enough to do. And they're like, hey, what if we take Jump Street and Men in Black and actually make that into a team-up movie? That would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Yeah, we would never do that. We're not that crazy. That's a good joke. It turns out that it actually is happening. Holy yes. The Jump Street already had their second movie. Men in Black already had 3 movies altogether. And technically, I think the trilogy already wrapped itself up in a tight little bow because the third movie, and hey, I know you guys, I was on that boat too. The third movie came out, and I was like, I haven't got to see it. It was 2 years, 3 years later, finally saw it. So for those who didn't see it, well, I know how it feels. I have like some movies that are like, I was wishing I could see it, but I didn't. Like Big Hero 6, I didn't see that one. The Emotions movie from Disney, Inside Out. Yeah, I didn't see that movie yet, so I can understand some who haven't seen that movie yet. But the third movie, sorry for the spoiler, but they wrapped it all up in a tight little bow to actually have Agent J meet his father for the first time ever. He saw his father, he knows what truly happened with his father, and that was just beautiful. Yeah, it was like beautiful. They wrapped it up. They wrapped Jay's story up. There was no freaking damn way for them to actually start continuing Men in Black because after that third movie, there's really nothing you could do. So they decide to make a freaking team-up movie with freaking Jump Street. Oh, man. Well, let's talk about the good and the bad things. The good news is that it's going to be interesting because most likely it's going to start with Jump Street and they're going to try to do something with drugs again, I guess. So I haven't seen the second movie. Yeah, I haven't seen the second movie. I don't have that info in my possession to actually talk about it. But all I'm going to say is, let's just say it's freaking damn drugs. So it turns out that freaking aliens, because aliens exist in this universe now, they have like this special new super drug, and it's crazy as frick. And then most likely Jump Street finds out that, this guy's an alien. Oh my gosh, what the fuck are we doing? Oh my gosh. And then most likely what happens, dun 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 dun. They come right in there, and Men in Black actually teams up with them, or most likely maybe even Men in Black blanks their minds and they deal with it. And then it turns out that Men in Black can't do it alone, so they have no choice but to get freaking Jump Street involved, and that's most likely what happens. Now, I guess the crazy smart thing they could do is actually now the Jump Street guys are now roped into Men in Black, meaning that guess what? We got the two newest agents. Yes, Jonah Hill and Tatum are now freaking MIB agents, meaning that now they smartly created a brand new Men in Black trilogy if they wish. So I'd have to say that's very ingenious. That's very ingenious. Oh my gosh, that's going to be very ingenious. Wow. But the only messed up part is, given that I think Jump Street did a decent job, I would figure they would like to wrap that movie up with a tight little bow and make it a nice trilogy before they actually decide, hey, let's try to make a brand new Men in Black trilogy with the two guys from Jump Street, which is like, yeah, but I think chances are you guys did a good job with the second movie, so I would guess most likely maybe they'll do the third movie before. But on the other hand, they didn't actually announce they have a third movie for Jump Street planned, so... Or maybe this is the third movie of Jump Street, and it features Men in Black. And if so, then... okay. Now, the worst part has to be just the crap of where it's like... it's so diluted. That's the worst part. The worst part could be just the fact of... oh my gosh, it's such a show. Oh my gosh. Oh, frick. That would be so horrible. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh boy. I bet there's a lot more people who are fans of Men in Black can actually tell you more crap that could happen because they mixed Jump Street into this. Oh my gosh. That would be freaking gross as freaking crap. I mean, that's going to just be so messed up. Sadly, I have no idea about the negatives on this, actually. I mean, just talking about it now, about the positives, it seems quite okay. The only messed up part is if they go stupid and the aliens that they chose and the drug that they chose. It's kind of like what happened in Avatar. I mean, when it comes to the drug or the mineral that they were digging up, the mineral actually is crappy as hell. They give it a crappy name. The drug gets a crappy name like Deepy Doo Blop or some kind of crap like that. And that's one thing that's crap. That's one thing that'll make it super crap. Another thing is just that the alien design sucks balls, or they decide to just put one antenna on a human and that's it. That's the alien that they're going against. It's like, what? He's like, yeah, we're not going to put any bug eyes. They're not going to make hair where it shouldn't be, like hair is all over his nose or something like that. It's like, no, they just put a freaking unicorn horn on a guy. And that's how, that's what the alien is. Oh my gosh, that's just, woo. Man. No idea if Tommy Lee Jones or Will Smith will even be involved in this. The crazy part could be the fact of, they do have Men in Black, but they decide to get two other Men in Black agents that are not the main two characters. That will be kind of crazy. That, I do have to admit, is kind of crazy. But me personally, if I do have to talk about the Men in Black trilogy, I dislike the ending of them. I mean, the third one's okay. The third one is okay. That one was tolerable. But the first one, when they're like, oh, Your galaxy is nothing but a freaking marble in a freaking game of marbles with two aliens. That was creepy as frick. What about when we find out that our whole entire world is actually inside a locker room? And there's just one locker where if you open the locker, oh, it looks like that there's a bigger world out there and we could easily get squashed. That is freaky as frick. So the third one is okay. The third one was okay. The fact that you had a meteor coming our way, and if you do a good deed, that meteor will be intersected, and that's what happened. It's like the whole idea of chaos theory mixed with domino effect, or the butterfly effect, you want to call it that. So yeah, that was fine. That was purely fine. But the other two is like, my goodness. So I think that's the real messed up part, is just the ending. Will the ending actually include some kind of crap like the first two movies? Or will the third one, it'll be just like the third one where it's like, oh, that's decent. But anyways, with this, I don't know if it's really a nightmare. I mean, it's a good idea to go for it. It's just that they need to have a decent script. They have to make the aliens very presentable. Heck, I think if they would make the alien kind of like what happened in the first movie, it hopefully won't be a cockroach alien. Don't reuse that. It will be something like the guy they touch and like, hey buddy, hey pal, we got you now. We can pin you for this drug crime. And then all of a sudden he cocoons out of the freaking human body and he turns into this big freaking damn alien. Now that is awesome as frick. Yeah, especially where you have them both actually peeing or sharting in their pants because of what they just witnessed. That would be awesome. But if you make it a crappy freaking alien with just one thing done to the human body to make you say, oh, well, it's like, yeah, it would not be good. That would suck. I don't know if they actually have to make it like an alien attack where lots of aliens come and invade. That would be too much. Yeah, if they actually make it to the part of where there's a bunch of this alien races, they want to freaking sell drugs to people, maybe to turn us into food or some kind of crap, and then they all invade because they're like, oh, our plan, it failed. Oh, let's go attack Earth because we wanted to freaking eat them. But hey, whatever. What we're going to do is just say, you, we're gonna kill you because you didn't buy our drugs and our drugs was busted. Yeah, that would be kind of crappy. That would be a very, very crappy movie. But anyways, I guess we'll end it right here. So, what do you guys think about this freaking damn movie that they actually are planning to do? Because me personally, it's like I said, I think there's a lot more positives than negatives, but if they overthink it, if they make it to the point of where it's like, yeah, they make it a freaking alien invasion, or, yeah, alien invasion's messed up, but they can't underthink it either. It's like, yeah, you can't make it so that it's like, oh, it's a human with one ear, or, oh, it's a human with no eyes, or, oh, it's a human with one eye. It's like, you're underthinking it. You have to at least think it decently, not underthink it. Oh, anyways, there we go. Thank you for watching. And again, tell me what you guys think about this. Dun 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 dun.